data cleaning. We'll be looking at some areas in data cleaning. So we'll be looking at some areas in data cleaning. So I call this topic textual function, but it's part of data cleaning in Excel. Some of the functions you'll be learning here is part of what data cleaning in Excel. So we start with the trim function. So the trim function, this function, what it does is that it removes spaces before and following words. So this function removes spaces all before and the following words, leading and a trailing space and removing extra spaces before words, but does not remove the single space between words. Does not remove single space between words. So the syntax below is equals string, open brackets, text. So what this function does basically is that it is used to remove space. If you're inputting a text and you discover that the spaces is much, you want to make everything to align in order. Um, by default, the alignment, which is left, right, center, cannot be able to do that kind of function. So when you have space, you can't use the left alignment, you can't use the right alignment. You're going to be having issue using this kind of alignment, except you are doing it one by one. You understand? So we're going to start by using this string function to remove spaces from the table, from this table you're seeing up here. So let's do that. So we have student one, student one, student one. What do you notice on this student one? What do you notice on this string? You will notice that it's not well arranged. And like I told us, if you use the left right, let's look at it. If I come here and pick the alignment, you can see that I won't be able to arrange it properly. See that I won't be able to arrange it properly. I won't be able to arrange properly. So the alignment cannot be able to do what we want to do now. So we have to use the trim function to take away that space. So like I said, it's very easy. The trim function is very easy. What you need is just the equal sign. Like I told us that you start the function with equal sign. So you need the equal sign, then you select the cell address. See that student one, then you also fill. So the spaces have been removed. You can see that the spaces have been removed. So that is that. Next is concatenate function. So this function is used to join multiple texts together. It's used to join multiple texts together. So I'm going to give you some example. Then you try the other one later on. So we have the definition. Say this function join several, in an open bracket, more than one text string into one string. Join more than one text string into one string. So let's look at how to apply it. The syntax equals concatenate string 1, string 2, string 3, string 4, string 5, and so on. Why the second method is equals string 1 and string 2 and so on. So either you use the concatenate or use the and sign. So either of the two, you'll be able to do what I want to do now. So what did I want to do now? I want to concatenate, I want to make a sentence and try using the concatenate function. So this is the sentence I want to make with that concatenate function. Student, student 1, student 1 has scored, student 1 has scored 95 in maths. So this is what I want, this is the sentence I want to make. So when looking at these two tables, there are some things we already have there inside. In the case of student 1, we have student 1 on both tables, but has scored is not anywhere in the table. 95, we have 95, In, we have nowhere that is in the table. Mathematics, we have mathematics. So let's go. Let's go on. So equals concatenate. I'll be making use of the first formula. Equals concatenate. Then text one. So what will be the text one? The text one is the student one. I can pick any of the student one from both tables. So let's use this. Student one, student one has scored 95. I have 95 here. I'll pick from this. Has scored 95 in what subject? In maths. You can see that student one has scored 95 in maths. So that is how to add text together. So if you look at it, um, the autofill is not working for this. So what we need to do is to keep the cell constant. So what cell do you think we should keep constant? We are keeping the L14 constant, so making it constant. Then you can now autofill. So the L14 should be constant because we don't need it to change. So next, what you need here is the same thing we did here, but let's make use of the AND function. Let's say AND student one, and I'm using the second method, student one, and as scored, as scored, and student one as scored, and what next?
95.
95, and score 95 in, and science. So you can see that. So what you need to do is to lock this, to lock that. So next we have the English. So this should be your assignment. Please, I've done one and two, so you should be able to work on that. You should be able to work on that. The next we have is the substitute function. This function is used to replace a part of text in a string with something else. Substitute function is used to clean data. This function is case sensitive. What we mean by case sensitive is that um, capital letter is capital letter, small letter is small letter. So you can't use capital letter to call out small letter. That's what we mean by case sensitive. So let's say I want to change the students to students. So equals substitute. The first thing on the syntax is the text, which is students. Then the old text, what am I changing? I'm changing letter what? I'm changing letter B. What text am I changing it with? I'm changing it with D. So what is the instant number? What do I mean by instant number? How many times does that B occur? Which position are you changing? So if the B occur like 3 times, you need to identify the one you're changing with a number. But since it's just one, our instant number can be one, and we can decide not to put the instant number. So I'll put one as the instant number. I can also decide not to use the one as the instant number. I'll still have my answer. So got the answer. So next, let's take away 38. Let's replace 38 with 50. using same substitute, replacing 38, 38, comma 50. So you can see that student 1 score 50 marks in science. So the last part, you do that last part for yourself. Student 1, 85 science. So you can try that. Change the science to English. Change the science to English. That is that on substitute function. The next function is uppercase, lowercase. The uppercase function, if you want to capitalize your word, you have the lowercase. You want to change your letter to small letters, like the lowercase letter. For uppercase, equals uppercase equals upper, then select the text. So change it to what? Capital letter. So for lowercase equals lower equals lower, then cell address, then you change it to what? Small letter. That is that on it. The next thing you have is the length function. The length function is used to return the number of character in a string. Open bracket, text or numeric value. It also counts the space and special character. So the length function also counts space and special character. So you have equals length, then so you have 9. You have 5, 11, 13, 12, 12. 5, 11, 13, 12, 12. So including the space, like I told us, including the space. So the last part of this class is the left, right, and the mid. There's something I didn't include here, which I like to show you. There's something I didn't include here, and I like to show you that. And flash field. So you should be able to know how to use this flash field. Very important. So this function for the left, right, and mid. This function returns the number of specified character from the starting / the end of the string. The mid returns the number of specified character from the specified point. So we have each of those functions with each syntax. Each of them have their various syntax. The left starts with text, then the number of character. The right starts with text and the number of character. The mid starts with text, the starting position, and the number of character. Okay? So we start with the left. What are we using the left to do? We have to extract the year of man. The mid, we have to extract the product ID. The right, we have to extract what? We have to get the group. We have to get the group. So let's start with the left. Equals left. Equals left. Then you select the cell address. Then what's the number of character of the year? 4. So you can see that we have 2018. Alright. So for product ID, we have meat. Then the cell address. We have starting number. What is the starting number? What is the starting position? Starting position is what? 5. Then the number of character is 5. So we have this. Then we have group. Group, we're making use of right. Right. So then you select the cell, comma. The number, what is the character of the number? 2. So you get the right. But there are other ways you can do this. Like I said, the last part there is flash fill. So if I don't know how to make use of this left, right, and mid, which is function, what other way can I do this? So I can use the flash fill to do same thing I did here. So what will I do? I'll take this out. Okay, let me do it like this so that it don't get complicated. paste here. So I want to apply the flash fill on this other cell. This other cell. I want to apply flash fill on this. Okay. So what will I do next? The first thing I need to do is to type the first number I want to extract out. Then go to the next cell and come down to where I have fill. So you click on the flash fill. See that it flash fill the rest. You don't have to use left, right, or mid. Same thing applies here. Type A, B, C, D, E. Then go to the next line. You flash fill again. For the group, same approach. You're not adding any function. 43. Then go to the next line and flash fill. Good. That is that. So any question?